Understood these trends professionally for many years, and now he gives you the benefit of his knowledge. WallStreetWindow.com. Go there now. Go there now. Go there now.
Houston team. I want, if it's Houston in there, I'm going with the Phillies.
Go ahead, caller.
I'm interested in the truth about the JFK assassination.
Right. Well, what do you want to know?
Judy Baker's wild claims, Oswald girlfriend, she knew Ruby and Barry, cancer weapons. Really?
I imagine I could claim I have 4 wheels. It doesn't make me a wagon, but okay.
Oswald was on the kill team and trying to prevent the murder of John Kennedy. Come on now. Has a real expert on the JFK assassination looked into her claims?
Go to Amazon.com, enter Judith Baker in her own words. You'll get results for a digital copy of a book where Walt Brown utilizes her own words and the known evidence in the case to get at, well, a different perspective, let's say. You can get Judith Barry Baker in her own words from the author himself, signed if you request it, by contacting Dr. Brown at KIASJFK@AOL.com. It's a fun book, and it actually dissects the many, many fantastic claims. Judith Barry Baker in her own words.
Thank you for all the great information.
Revelation through conversation.
The views expressed by callers, hosts, or anyone else who happens to get on the air at Ocelli.com do not necessarily reflect the views of Ocelli.com or Chuck Ocelli, and we are not responsible for any stupidity which might ensue. Thank you.
Ocelli.com.
The War State by Michael Swanson explains the great national transformation that took place and put the Kennedy presidency in the context of the times and reveals never-before published information about the Cuban Missile Crisis. President Kennedy would not have been assassinated if he had been president 200 years ago. His assassination took place in the context of the Cold War and the rise of the national security state. Before World War II, the United States was a continental republic. In the decade that followed, it became an imperial superpower. Generals such as Curtis LeMay not only wanted to invade Cuba, but knew that there were short-range missiles on the island armed with nuclear warheads that they could not destroy because they were on mobile launchers. Their invasion could have led to a third world war, and they wanted to go to war anyway. The War State by Michael Swanson reveals why and will show you what President Kennedy was up against. For more information, thewarstate.com.
For a minute.
Do you like history, real history, that you were never taught in schools?
Why? The Vietnam War, nuclear bombs and nation building in Southeast Asia.
By author Mike Swanson, with new documentation never seen before, that'll open your eyes to events that led up to this.
Why? The Vietnam War, nuclear bombs and nation building in Southeast Asia, 1945 through 1961.
Get your copy today at Amazon.com.
Why? The Vietnam War.
By author Mike Swanson.
The Ochelli.com radio network.
Warning, 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 warning. This is a Muncie broadcast. Code Red, hood, Code Red, here we go.
Or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle, the broadcast.
It's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
213 episode, people. Here we are. Comedy show. This is the comedy show, people.
It is.
No talk, that kind of crazy stuff that he has. Not on this show. Not on this ad show.
No.
Not allowed.
There will be none of that kind of talk around here, everybody. So you've been warned. You've been
Be
told.
warned.
You know what to do here. Be funny. Funny or Die was a website, and we're doing it too, okay?
Well, yeah.
And we're live on the Ochelli Radio Network every Sunday night. We're live right now. You may call into the show. 319-527-5016 is the call-in number. You can also use Skype. If you use Skype, type Chuck a message, our producer. He's Charles.Ochelli. Type him a message on Skype. He'll bring you on. Or call 319-527-5016. That's our number every week here at Ochelli.com, Uncle. We're doing this. We're back.
We're back again.
Feels good. I'm glad. Uncle, yesterday we did a fun little live stream.
Oh, yeah. We have this new funny live stream. We're started it last Saturday. Or yesterday.
Yesterday was the first one we did, yeah.
First one we did, and we did a core funny thing.
We watched old VHS cassette tapes.
Yeah, and a car one and a dance one that Crazy Accidents wanted to hear.
Yeah.
So
his
we
request.
got into that, and then we're in the middle of a bird one.
Yes,
we're
in
not
the
finished
middle,
it yet.
So it's Uncle's VHS Watch Party VHS Watch Party with Uncle is what it is, and it's just hopefully it's the same thing as like the vintage gaming with Uncle streams. Like wherever we have time on Saturday, we'll just break out the old VCR, do a live stream. And I bought some VHS tapes from the thrift store. I've got like 6 of them. We went through 2.5 now.
2.5.
Uncle was saying. So we watch them, and
You send out the other 2?
I'm going to return them. Yeah, so why do I buy them from the thrift store or whatever? We could buy them from somewhere else, Uncle, but we'll give them back to the thrift store. When we give them back, I wrote a little piece of paper in there what Uncle and I rated it 1 to 10.
We rated them, and then we put it in.
We write down on a piece of paper, and we put an Uncle card in it. We put that in with the cassette, and we return it back to the thrift store. Yeah. So if anybody is actually crazy enough to buy the tape again, they'll know what Uncle rated, and they can find the website.
They'll see it, they see the card, and then they'll go to...
They might go to the show.
may go to the show and get me to push me for more customers.
How about that for an idea of getting customers, Uncle? This could be a good way.
Smart idea. A very smart idea. But listening to something on that, I think is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something learning experience. Mm-hmm. The first one with the car was very learning experience. Trying to figure out how to fix cars. That really got to my attention. It was inside a
car factory. Yeah,
factory.
It was a video targeted at children. I wasn't sure if it was until it started, but it certainly was. But it was inside a car factory, and it was cool. It was like inside of a Saturn factory. They're building a Saturn car.
Yeah.
If you remember that make of car, it was the factory, and you got to see the machines. There's a narrator telling you what's going on. It was cool. We watched that. We watched the country line dancing instructional video, which was a lot of fun.
I did some of that. What the thing?
You learned something, right?
I learned something, but I did dance on that. I just realized when I was watching it
that you've done that.
I have done it. Then I saw a few of them. Then I said, yes, I did this before.
Brought back some memories.
Yeah, it brought me back some.
Got it.
And Chucky and Crazy Horse.
Mm-hmm. Crazy Horse.
He would go nuts.
He would do that, yeah. Yeah, so we had the good engagement in the chat. It was fun. It's fun. It's like you're sitting around watching TV.
Yeah.
But you're doing it and we're promoting the show, we're having fun, we're engaging the audience. It's a good time. So we hope we can do it next Saturday too. Yeah. And it looks like Creative Accents is in the Ochelli.com chat right now.
Yeah, he's in there.
So he was with us the other day. So thank you, Creative Accents, for being there. It was a lot of fun. Sweating to the oldies, please. Yeah, that would be good if we could get an old. What's the guy's name? Richard Simmons. Yeah, that'd be a fun tape. Yeah,
yes, that would be more exercise.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
That would. He is a very good instructor.
He's entertaining.
Entertainment is right.
If I see that tape, I promise to buy it. I promise to buy it. We'll watch it.
We'll watch that. We'll probably get off these chairs, but I'm doing the exercise because the way he gets you up.
He inspires you, yes.
All right, we have to get up. And here we are holding on to the things and how we're going to have to do all the dancing with the headsets on.
Yeah,
that may look funny.
His motivational style is it's entertaining. It's undeniably entertaining, Richard Simmons. He's one of those guys that you like, when you think about him, you just go like, where did that guy get to? He just kind of like disappeared. He was huge for so long.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him in a decade or so. I don't remember last time I saw him on TV, but he used to always be on there.
I watched him a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows him. And everybody of a certain age. I mean, the younger generation, I don't think do, but certainly us old folk do. Oh, and Sally Dahl is back in the chat. She was with us for the VHS Watch Party. She's back.
Yeah, she's there.
She says the question is, did Richard Simmons have a headband or no headband?
Wait a minute.
This is one of those Mandala questions, Uncle. You're
I don't think so. But
he didn't.
I don't think he did, but
oh no! So he did not wear a headband. Okay, that's Uncle's. I don't remember him wearing a headband. Although I feel like probably certain videos he might have had a headband. And
few
he didn't.
Different ones did have some, and some didn't. It's depending on which ones you've been watching.
That seems right to me, but I didn't realize that was one of those issues. That's funny. They're dropping Richard Simmons images in the Ochelli.com chat, so we're enjoying that. And Chuck is asking what happened to the lady named Suzanne Powers. I'm not sure who that is, but probably the same thing that happened to Richard Simmons, I can only imagine.
Suzanne Powers, really quickly, because I got to step away from the screen for a minute, but Suzanne Powers was that lady that used to scream, "Stop the insanity," with the really short blonde haircut. And she used to do infomercials about her diet plan. You can eat like 50 potatoes or whatever instead of
50 potatoes.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah, that seems familiar.
Exactly. So Richard Simmons had Sweating to the Oldies and Deal a Meal. That was his two things. Remember Deal Meal? You have the Deal Meal cards.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the meal thing. I know the exercise stuff. I don't know the meals.
No, deal a meal was like your diet plan. So you have these cards, and you're supposed to move them like from one side of a wallet to the other, or some such thing. And it was like when you're doing your sweating to the oldies, you get your deal a meal and you put it together. So that's
Sally Doll is saying that this Suzanne, whatever her name was so cool. Is what she's saying.
Yeah, she had the shortest haircut I've ever seen on a woman on television, like up to that point, for sure.
She says, shaved platinum blonde. She was like 500 pounds and lost a crap ton of weight.
Yeah, from his exercise. Oh, yeah. What is wrong with the person making exercise and the person's weight and wants to lose weight? Okay. That he pushed them too.
Simmons did.
Simmons pushes him. I mean, I watched him on the TV show, and I seen how he pushes those.
Yeah, he too had struggled with weight in the past. And he started exercising, and then I remember one of his things was he would be like, he'd get really emotional with people who were women who are currently overweight, and be like, they get all emotional, and he'd be like, here, he'd hug them, and be like, it's okay, we can do this, like, you're strong, blah 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 blah, it's gonna be all right, and like, I remember him doing that a lot. I remember that being his thing, and. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say don't change your life for the better. How could I? It's wrong.
Powder. Okay, I thought it was power, but powder? Okay, fine.
That's even better. Powder.
They put a picture of her in the chat room there. See her?
Oh, okay. Let's go to the ochilli.com chat. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay.
And I just grabbed Richard Simmons with the headband, by the way. So just to
stop the insanity. I do remember I remember holding her hands to her head like that. Yes,
exactly.
Which one?
Can you see that, Uncle? The hands to the head like that.
Yeah, she'd be on
head.
3 o'clock in the morning on broadcast TV. Would be, and then the next thing would be like Ron Popeil's Pocket Fisherman or whatever.
Pocket Fisherman.
Ronco.
Yeah, Ronco, exactly.
The best brand there is. I can't think of a better one.
Oh, yeah.
Stop the insanity.
Oh, yeah. Now I can see it.
Does that look familiar?
Ooh.
Oh, man. That is funny.
I guarantee if I search it on YouTube, somebody's got like retro crazy commercials like with her on it. I guarantee it if I look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sally's saying, oh, yeah, I watched that too.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah, the Ronco stuff, Set It and Forget It. I mean, he's got a lot of classics. You gotta love Ron Popeil.
Who do we got on the line there?
I don't think we have anybody on the line.
What's that down there below?
Nobody yet.
That's an image of Chuck.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's like a statue or something.
Hey, Chuck, you got a statue now?
Well, what I was going to say is, you should probably get an Uncle avatar like that, because there's an avatar maker. Well, you're an artist, so you could do it yourself. But you take a picture of Uncle and you can make him into a statue or an emo guy or whatever. You can make him into the Joker.
Don't drop it.
Like with one click, you just feed the picture in.
Got it.
That's what I got that from. I can't do art like that.
Not me.
That's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good image.
This is, I think this is Suzanne Powers right here. Oh, wait. Sorry, hold on. They put a commercial on top of the commercial. I'm trying to see.
Oh, yeah. Commercials on commercials. That's what YouTube is all about.
But they got to give me another commercial for you. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Skip ad. Okay.
Her name is Suzanne Powers, a woman whose own disappointing experiences with the diet and fitness industry led her to discover the truth to take life and becoming lean, strong, and healthy. Thousands have heard her message, and now you can too. It's time to stop the insanity.
Blared the music and went 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe! Come on, let's breathe! 1, 2, and breathe! Breathe with me, please! Let's breathe and breathe! Now, so I have to put this together for a moment. Give me a moment. I had to think, all right? Not about dieting. It's a program that will change your life. Any age, any weight. Stop the Insanity makes it possible.
I had to play it for you.
Yeah, Stop the Insanity. Okay. Well,
I was trying to find her really quick scanning to see if I could get her screaming it, but because she used to scream it like great, you can hear her screaming doing her live thing in front of people. It just so happens that that seminar was held in Dallas, Texas, by the way. So I was cracking.
Right, great, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. If somebody else wants to scan this like full infomercial, they can do it.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, if that was on a VHS tape, I'd grab it and watch that too. This is the sort of stuff I'm looking for. I'm not wanting to grab like a full movie, like just some old movie and we watch a whole movie. It's like the kind of more the different special interest kind of VHS things, and like the informative nonfiction and just bizarre whatever we run into, honestly, and things that are also be less likely to be copyright violations and things like that. Not that they can't be, because remember the warnings we were given at the start of those tapes, Uncle. It told us like there were severe criminal penalties for.
Yeah, I was afraid of those because I don't feel like to have them in here to have that.
We took a chance, though. We took the chance, and like I said, I'm going to keep doing it till we get the cease and desist from this square dance instructor's attorneys.
Why would the attorneys worry about a tape? That's what I don't understand.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm guessing they won't. The tape was made in like 1992, so they really care that much about it still? Like, I don't know. I would imagine the answer is no. But, hey, maybe we'll be unpleasantly surprised. If we are, fine. I'll just take the video down. So what? We'll just make another one.
Oh, you mean
make a different one.
To put it on and then they look at it.
We are talking about the exciting realm of intellectual property law, Uncle.
Oh.
I
didn't know that was involved in this.
Oh, it always is. When we're making media, we have to always be mindful of these things.
Oh,
but it can be fun. It can be fun even if we're making a joke out of it, which I think that we have the leeway to do. I'm not scared by making YouTube videos where we're watching country line dancing instructional videos.
I just don't want to have when we're in the middle of something and something like a lawyer comes up and says, "What are you doing at?"
Yeah,
I'm scared of.
I'll take care of that, Uncle. Don't worry. I'll right any such wrongs should they arise. Let's see here. Sally Doll says stuff that won't be copyright claimed. Yeah, that's exactly it. Late night PBS was the best. She also said so. I guess late night PBS had. I remember. Personally, I remember watching the USA cable network. It was USA, the channel. I remember if you had watched that at like 3 or 4 a.m., it got pretty weird. Like, I remember waking up for some job I had when I was younger, and I happened to turn the TV on to that, and I can't remember what was even on there, but I was like, what in the hell is going on USA TV at this hour? Like, I didn't realize it was like this. It's slipping my memory. All I remember is it was really bizarre. So late night programming got different. It was a different stuff that they would air, Uncle. I'm sure you have memories of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
TV. Uncle, people can call in.
Call in, people. You got the number.
319-527-5016.
I can't do much talking because
Skype.
I lost track of what I'm talking about.
What are we talking about, Uncle?
I don't know. This
what
stuff.
Is this?
I need a talker to get me.
Do you want to talk about your shirt?
Oh.
Do you want to mention that?
Oh, yeah. I was going to put this online.
Yeah.
To show people that we got this crazy shirt.
It's crazy.
So we have to put this online as I show it.
Here, I could put the camera on it right now. How about that?
Yeah.
Here we're doing some special camera work. Check this out, everybody. Could you? Well, I'm gonna the microphone. Okay, so as you can see, this is Chuck's own design. Oh gosh, we're getting crazy.
Yeah.
So this is Chuck's. Well, my design, and it was a collaborative project between Chuck and myself with the artwork, but it is an MST T-shirt. MST being Monkey Suit Twister, our punk band, right, Uncle?
Yeah, punk rock group. That's what they call it.
They call it that.
We started it actually on my New Revolution. I play the music on New Revolution. That's when my Revolution comes up. That'll be only my show. He won't have his show because mine's a very long show.
Yes.
On that. On
oh,
that
you're
one.
talking about the New Year's show is 4 hours long?
Yeah, the 4-hour show.
It's a long show, yeah.
And it throw you right out of it.
Do you want to play some punk songs on it? Is that what you're saying? We could, because we'll have the guitar. We do a special guitar intro and all that. So maybe we could do some punk songs if you want this year.
Yeah, and this year we'll
Maybe.
do some.
I would like to play some special little clips and stuff for the show this year. What is Uncle dressing up as for Halloween? Do you have a costume?
Nah. Just looking like this.
Yeah, I think wearing this shirt.
The shirt and the
If you wear that out in front of the house and you give out candy, I think that's crazy enough.
That is crazy enough. Then just look at the shirt.
Yeah. It's good promotion.
Hairdo.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do the mohawk. Yeah, that would be cool.
Hairdo. The hairdo and then shirt the back.
That would be cool.
Shrimp cream. Who's shrimp cream? I wonder what the like shrimp cream.
Creative Accents is saying that he has that shirt too. Yeah,
I know he has it.
So
Chuck gave it to him.
So Chuck made the shirt.
Yeah.
He's going to give them out at Dallas for anybody who's going to that. He's going to have some for if anybody shows up to that. You could have that shirt too.
He's going to bring also more cards to send them to him.
Yep. Just a handful of those, plus Aaron's DVDs, Aaron's book, right?
Yeah.
Couple of baseball hats still left too.
Baseball hats?
Yeah, and there's a couple of mouse pads which have combined.
I wouldn't mind anybody get a mouse pad for this.
Yeah, mouse pad is actually handy. Yeah,
you might want to use them.
I could. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah,
mouse pad.
That mini one
on the front would be a great design for a mouse pad.
Yeah.
Oh, the MST one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Trying to say you get one mouse pad for him.
I think it'd be funny if it says something punkish like
Yeah.
F this mouse pad or something like that. We could write on there or something like something stupid like that would be
something stupid. Nothing
something
funny.
Dumb. Yeah, something funny. Yeah, not necessarily stupid.
Just
but
because I'm
definitely
a mouse pad doesn't mean I'm cheesy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could just put on it, like just steal the slogan from Chester Cheetah. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Yeah.
Easy being cheesy.
Oh, yeah, Chester Cheetah, yeah. I remember that. Oh, man. Yeah. I wish there was a Chester Cheetah VHS tape, and there probably is.
I think there is.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm sure that there was some kind of weird, because there was that time when they started turning all the corporate logos into stuff. They even made that, which, by the way, it's an expensive game now. If you try and get the 7-Up spot.
Oh, yeah. I have that on the computer, and I remember renting that from the video rental shop. When I was a kid, I rented Spot, and I really liked it. That game is great. The animation in that is top-notch for the time.
And it wasn't very popular, but it is now like this sought-after collector's item, like the cartridge and everything.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was a rare game. Yeah, but it's a good game, and yeah, art wise and animation wise, it's great. It's similar to Earthworm Jim was really good with the cartoon animation on Super Nintendo like that. Those are the two games that pop out to me. Like
7-Up Spot was on NES though, which made it even weirder.
They had a Super Nintendo one. Did they make they made a Nintendo one too? I think it was on several platforms, or they made different versions. I think they might have had a Game Boy one too. I don't know.
I have to look it up then, because I remember the NES one only, so maybe I wasn't aware they made one for Super.
There was Super Nintendo and Genesis version. That's the one that I'm most familiar with. Yeah, I don't know. So that's the way those things go, though. There when they were transitioning from the Nintendo to the Super Nintendo, there were a couple titles that crossed over that they would do a version for both. And usually, like, the Nintendo version was just a not as good version of the Super Nintendo game. And there's a couple of games like that.
Yeah, the Spot game comes up as an NES game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy. They're actually kind of cheap here on some of these websites are advertising on eBay. Oh, it's eBay. Okay. eBay has vintage Nintendo NES 7-Up Spot, the video game cartridge tested. Only $13.49.
Well, that's not bad, yeah.
Not bad at all.
It's pretty good, yeah. Cool.
Let's see. Oh, here's one that's factory sealed. Oh, yeah. Here we go. A factory sealed one goes for $249.
Okay, yeah. That's the collector's piece.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the collector one. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Yeah, it looks like NES game. Yeah.
I know there's a Super Nintendo game too. I guarantee it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I see a playthrough on YouTube. Cool Spot. Here, we'll go to the Wikipedia page real fast. Cool Spot is a 1993 platform game developed by Virgin Games USA for Mega Drive, Genesis, Super Nintendo Entertainment System also, yes. Yes. Okay, so they did develop it for Super Nintendo as well. Okay. I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that one for sure.
But then when they released it in 93, was the Super Nintendo available yet?
Yes. I forget what year. I think so. I forget. It was right around that time that, I want to say 1990, right around 90 or 91, I want to say the Super Nintendo came out.
Let's see. It says, Super NES 16-bit home video game console developed by Nintendo that was released in 1990 in Japan.
Okay.
And Korea, 91 in North America. 91 in North America, 92 in Europe and Oceania.
Okay. Yeah.
And 93 in South America. So they...
Okay. Yeah. Super Nintendo was good.
These phones seem to be quiet tonight.
The phones are quiet. Nobody's calling in, which means we got plenty of open lines, people. So 319-527-5016. You can jump in and talk to Uncle. You can talk video games, or we can talk comedy, or whatever else you want. Go for it.
Please do. Please do. Uncle, we need this. We need callers. We don't know what to do with ourselves.
I can't know what to talk. I can't talk right now. I need my callers.
You can't?
Not to know what to do next. I'm in this problem of when the callers speak, we talk.
Gosh,
we were talking about baseball before we went to air because the playoffs are happening.
We were.
Right?
Oh, yeah, we were playing. We were doing that. But look what happened there. Now, the Dodgers, they knew they didn't have the pitching staff. I don't know how they got up there so fast. But they went first round out.
Yeah, sure.
Now, that seemed crazy.
Not this year for the Dodgers. Not happening.
Yeah, because they were looking for pitchers. The pitchers weren't there.
Philadelphia Phillies are there. Hey.
But look at how the Phillies came back. And they took care of my Braves. Finally got rid of those.
Yes, I always like it when they beat the Braves.
I hated those Braves. I just don't like them.
Yeah, no, they're no
Something, my feud with them, I never did like Braves.
Well, if you're a Phillies fan, you definitely don't like the Braves being the divisional rival. That's for sure.
Oh, so they're rivals.
Yeah, I remember watching the Phillies on TV back in the 90s, and the Braves were always like the adversary team, more than any other team.
I didn't know who was their rivalry team.
That's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one as far as I can remember. Like my memory is the Braves was the ones to take out. So they did that, so that's good. And now they're playing the Diamondbacks, and they're up 3-2 in the series.
So
it's looking good for them. If they can keep it up, they'll
I think they play, tomorrow night?
Are they?
Yeah, they got game tomorrow night. I got them on my phone.
I just looked up the Rangers and the Astros are tied at 3, huh?
Tonight?
Looks like it. It says today, Texas Rangers. Yeah, it says MLB.
Ooh, good. I like to see them Texas team beat them.
Yeah, that would be good.
That'd be something that we can watch a World Series.
That'd be nice.
Without watching them. I'll watch a World Series game as long as they're out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, the World Series, I feel like we always end up watching that. Like, the regular season of baseball, I feel like it comes. It's like, oh, cool. We should go see a game in the park sometime, and like maybe
I've seen a few Angel games.
I just never end up watching one on TV. I just don't do it. And then
you like to watch them live. You like to watch them live.
Yes,
you do not like to watch them on a tube.
They're way better.
This is what I would love to see a hockey game live.
Yeah.
And they were playing They were playing somebody tonight.
Who?
Actually,
what team? The Ducks?
The Ducks. They were playing somebody good tonight.
Yeah,
but you couldn't get them in.
The Ducks or the Rain, I think, would be good. Yeah, we'll have to try to make it to one of those sometime. And then, I love seeing baseball live. It's great. And then I find I don't watch televised games until the postseason. Then I'll start watching some, and the World Series always watch it. You know,
Rangers Astros is tomorrow night, I guess, and then
that's the seventh game.
That's the seventh game tomorrow night.
Good, they're gonna be in Texas then.
Let's see, it's it says Rangers Astros, so that usually means that the Rangers are at the Astros, right?
Yes.
Wait a minute, they get play 2 games there, 3 games there.
It sounds like they're in Houston from the description, the title that Chuck read. Yeah,
list the Rangers first, so that to me means that the Rangers are playing at the Astros because they bat first, so they're listed first, right? So that's home team second, right? So. Unless they change that too, along with everything else, I don't know.
So now it's tied though.
Yeah, well, so Monday night, it'll be 3-3, Game 7 between the Astros and the Rangers, and Game 6 between the Diamondbacks and the Phillies on Tuesday.
Right. So that's a Tuesday game for the Phillies and Diamondbacks.
Okay, that'd be good to watch. Maybe we should watch that. I would really enjoy watching.
Well, we can,
if
we can get a TV up here to watch, because we got all these TVs in the house.
There's so much going on. Yeah, it's difficult.
Plug off your son's games for a while, and maybe we'll be able to watch them up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I usually am just not watching TV personally, and then somebody else is like, they can watch TV. What do I care? I'm gonna go do something else.
For a baseball series is on. You would want to see.
It's getting serious now, isn't it?
Well, for a series time, you can knock son off. Stop playing the games for a few minutes and let us watch a baseball playoff game.
The Diamondbacks will be at the Phillies' home stadium on Tuesday. 8 o'clock, 8:07 start. It says.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah.
So they're playing at home against the Diamondbacks.
Oh, good.
So
Take
they're
that,
at the
Diamondbacks.
Phillies.
Good luck. Have to deal with Philadelphia.
The Diamondbacks used to have that good pitcher, though.
Who was it? I just remember that they had a good pitcher, but I don't know who it was.
He came from the
Was it like Verlander? It wasn't him. Did they have him?
Backman? Back something?
I don't know.
He came from San Francisco, and he was a good batter too.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh yeah, I know who you mean. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, the one that was a slug.
Bumgarner.
Right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, okay.
Bumgarner.
I forgot he was on that team.
Yeah, he was on that team.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I regret about missing on the playoffs this year is I got to miss the Yankees getting beat, huh?
Oh, yeah, them Yankees finished.
There you go.
Those Yankees are finished.
I like watching the Yankees lose.
Yeah.
That's good.
Always got to do that.
Surprisingly, the Mets, my cousin was looking and told me, watch the Mets this year. Watch the Mets this year. Start watching the Mets, and they're starting falling apart. What the heck am I watching here? Then he said, nah, we're not going to be watching it no more.
Yeah, as a
guy who even to this day still owns a couple of Mets hats, let me tell you something. If you want to be depressed, go ahead, watch the Mets, okay?
That's what.
I love that scene in Family Guy. You ever see that in Family Guy with Stewie? Uncle?
No.
He goes, oh, this is worse than being a Mets fan. And then they take him to the stadium real quick, and he's got a Mets hat on. They go, welcome to opening day at Shea Stadium. And the season's over.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Man, dog.
Yeah, wow. At least other teams have like peaks and troughs. The Phillies definitely are like that, peaks and troughs. They ebb and they flow. So that's good.
Shit. Every couple of years, and playing in that home stadium, there is a home field advantage when you play in Philly because fans are wild. I mean, that's one of those.
Yeah, the fans.
I try to tell people about that out here in California. People don't realize out here how insane it is in Philadelphia, especially when it comes to pro sports and how crazy the fans are. They just don't know that out here. I tell them, I'm like, the Miami Philadelphia game this week. They were talking about, Miami's practicing. I'm like, are they practicing taking full beer cans to the face? Because that's what they're going to have to practice when they go into Philadelphia.
You got to remember the tri-state area, we invented throwing D batteries at players. You know what I'm saying?
D batteries.
You remember the Mets? They were getting hit with D batteries.
Oh, man.
You mean they really get involved with them? These umpires will say, stop throwing them in the stadium?
It gets crazy.
I don't see me. Let's go into somebody trying to pull the damn battery out of the car and saying, all right, let's go throw a battery at them.
Videotape out there of they had to stop a game because one night somebody threw a couple of batteries, right? So people got mad, and then the next night, so many people came back with batteries. It was like raining batteries.
Gosh.
And to stop a game. I remember watching this game on TV, and I'm like, this just lovely, wonderful. And I was just like, what are they doing? And the announcer's like, I think they're throwing D batteries.
D batteries.
Yeah.
And letting them fans throw them?
Yes.
That's what I'm surprised at.
It's hard to stop. They're going to do something. If you stop them doing one thing, they're going to do something else.
Yeah, no, I remember just Sports Channel New York, and what was it? Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling are sitting there trying to, like be nice about it, and they're like, "I'm not sure what they're throwing," and Keith Hernandez is like, "It's D batteries, Ron. Come on."
Oh God.
They better watch them, and they might hit them on the heads. But they usually got the helmets on.
Goodness great. Yeah, wear the helmet in the outfield, not just for batting.
Yeah, throwing the bats. Yeah.
Walk around like John Olerud used to. He used to wear the helmet in the field. Remember Olerud?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, he had some head injury, so he wore a helmet even when he played first base.
Well,
and
it's
hilarious because it's like.
At Veterans Stadium, that would be a wise choice all the time. Yeah, and my uncle has great stories, not just of sporting events, but concerts that he's been to. And man, some of the stuff that happens at venues in and around Philadelphia, it's pretty wild.
Well, another worst kept secret is Giants Stadium because Giants fans are absolute complete jerks. They're just
Giants.
They'll beat you up, everything. Don't show up at Giant Stadium wearing the other team's jersey. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah.
Trouble.
And that
the
was
rivalry team with the Giants, though, were the Dodgers, right?
Oh, you're talking big. Yeah, well, I was talking football there.
Football, yeah, because there's a Giants. Yeah, that gets confusing. The football Giants, the baseball Giants. It gets a little confusing.
Yeah, that's what I was confused on.
No, at one point they were both in New York, but not since 1960 or something, right? And somewhere in there, when California got the Dodgers and the Giants, right?
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Wow. Too funny. All you need to know about the attitude and what you're going to deal with when it comes to Philadelphia sports fans, it's very, very simple. Take a look at their hockey mascot, Gritty. That's all you got to know. Look at and tell me what you think of. Tell me any positive thought you have when you look at Gritty.
It's all in the name, too. Gritty.
Have you seen Gritty, Uncle?
No.
Gritty?
You haven't seen that thing? Oh, it's good. It's good.
You got Gritty.
I don't think so.
Gritty is funny.
It's completely insane. It looks like a mascot went completely insane. Jersey's dirty. I mean, I'm serious. He looks messed up. It's like somebody beat up Mr. Met, and he liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got bulging out of his head. I'm serious. Show him Gritty.
Yeah. I'm pulling images up now. There he is. You see this, Uncle? Gritty.
Oh.
That's the Flyers mascot for the hockey team.
I never seen it.
It is clever. I gotta say,
it is nice, clever on there
for a Philadelphia team. It works.
It does.
It works.
I never did see it until now. Gritty, yeah. I never saw it until now.
It's funny.
I mean,
you got it all right there with Uncle's reaction to it. Oh.
I mean,
yeah, I seen the baseball guy. Yes.
There he is with the Philly Fanatic.
Philly Fanatic guy, yes. I know him.
Yeah, everybody knows the Fanatic. Yeah, classic.
Man, that was
the best. Arguably the best mascot of all time.
Well, that's back when they were, it was funny. It was like cute. It was good for kids and everything. They had the Philadelphia Fanatic and the what was it? The San Diego Chicken. Those were the two.
Yes, they were the two big ones.
Chicken.
Yes.
I remember him.
Those were the two best.
I remember the chicken.
Yeah, they were both great. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Met was just the guy with a baseball for a head.
Yeah, that was his head with a baseball head. And
it works.
Exactly.
It's something. No, I like Gritty though. Gritty is hilarious. I mean,
he looks funny.
He looks like a fan.
Oh yeah. He was actually a fan.
He looks like a Philadelphia fan.
He is a fan from standpoint of a mascot guy.
He looks like a fan that showed up to watch the Flyer game, but here's the thing: he actually showed up the day before for the Ted Nugent concert, right?
Oh, geez. You're in the wrong time.
In the parking lot.
Oh yeah. Tell us when it's supposed to come. When are we supposed to watch these hockey games? I'll be there.
Yeah. Maybe watch a Flyers. The Ducks play the Flyers. That'd be exciting. I don't know if they do. I don't know how the conferences. I don't know any of that with the NHL. So
it's confusing as hell. I even
we're gonna look at the schedule. That's all you have to do.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Look at the schedule. I need to go up and see one.
I'll tell you what, Uncle. Look, you can figure out the playoffs for almost anything else. You tell me how the playoffs work in hockey, please, because I don't.
Oh, in hockey.
Yeah, hockey. I don't know the conferences. I don't know who plays who. I don't know any of that. I have no idea. I would imagine the Ducks and the Phillies wouldn't because they're on the opposite sides of the country, but I don't know.
It's
happens.
Whoever gets stays up on the top. That would be.
That's who plays the other people on
the other side of whoever's on that side. I have to see it on. What I have to do is I have to see it on paper, a sports page paper, and then I can explain it.
Open up that sports page. Yeah, that'll be helpful.
The grid, okay, but even so, I guarantee you won't be able to tell me who's actually going to make it for like their version of the wild card. Forget it.
Because wild card team.
They got like the Campbell division. I gotta pull this up because it's too far.
You gotta pull it up.
Campbell division. They got names like that, like last names.
Hold on. Yeah, right. Exactly. Hockey.
Oh boy.
Now then, we might as well get into this.
Yeah,
something to talk about.
I definitely don't know it.
We get into this.
Show divisions. Here we go.
Show divisions.
All right, so where are the divisions? Let's see. The NHL games, news, standings. Okay, NHL divisions. Okay, official site of National Hockey League. Okay, you got the Eastern Conference, ESPN Complete NHL. Okay, official site of National Hockey. All right. You have the Metropolitan Conference. Okay, and the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Which two subdivisions of the Eastern Conference. Then you have the Western Conference with the Central and Pacific. And, okay, they've simplified this.
They did?
They have simplified this, yes. They have the Metropolitan and Atlantic, which are both part of the Eastern. And then in the West, you have the Central and Pacific.
Right.
So they've actually made more sense out of it with the expansions after the Ducks and stuff. That's what happened.
Yeah, man. I brought the expansions in. And they changed it around.
Okay, so the Ducks were an expansion team.
They were an expansion team.
But not before the more recently. What, the Vegas Golden Knights?
Oh yes, the Golden Knights. They're the ones that won it.
They did
this past year.
They've got a lot of newer.
They
teams,
won it this past year. Yeah. That I do know. Now that it came up.
Yeah, teams that I know were not around when I was a kid. Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah. Okay, the Nashville Predators. The Minnesota Wild, because I know there were North Stars.
Yes, Wild, yeah.
And now they have the Dallas Stars. The Colorado Avalanche came after I was a kid for sure.
Yeah.
They had Ducks after the movie, right?
Yep, I remember that. They used the same cartoon from Disney in the original logo with the purple, teal, and black. I remember
kind of
that.
like a goalie mask, right?
It was a goalie mask made that looked like Donald Duck, like a duck cartoon goalie mask, yeah.
The Arizona Coyotes, I didn't even know existed until I just looked now.
Coyotes, they exist.
Coyotes? Have you seen them play? I never even heard of them before.
Yeah, we saw them play.
They've got their coyote logo is very southwestern Native American kind of looking imagery. The coyote, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Right.
The Florida Panthers, I don't remember them existing. At one point, there was something called the Lightning, I thought.
Lightning is the Lightning is the
blue and white, right?
They're the
I can't
Tampa Bay.
They're Tampa Bay?
They are Tampa Bay side.
They were in the playoffs.
They were in
won.
the playoffs a couple of years and won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
They won, right?
They won it that one time.
Yeah.
Well, one time they won it.
Yeah, a couple of years back, which probably means 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I don't even see a Lightning anymore. Okay.
Really?
No.
Yeah. I see the Florida. And this is what I'm telling you. If I list all these teams, the Carolina Hurricanes is another team that didn't exist when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yes. Now, see, them I know because I went to school in Columbus.
Blue Jackets?
Nationwide Arena, the Blue Jackets. Yes. It's a very fascinating team name. I made a little video about it, like, what the hell is a Blue Jacket? And then I came up with some wild ideas about that.
Yeah, here's the Tampa Bay.
You got that somewhere?
Yeah, I have the video still.
Oh.
It's on our Patreon.
Oh, it is. It's on the Patreon.
It is.
Look at the Patreon,
Check
people.
it out.
There you go. Tampa Bay Lightning still exists. I found it. Okay.
Lightning.
I was going to say
that Lightning does exist. That's the Tampa Lightning.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. You were right.
Tampa Bay Lightning that won it last, 2 years?
A year or two ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was Vegas last year, and then maybe the year before it was, I don't know.
Somewhere in here.
Like I said, and there used to be the North Stars. I don't see the North Stars anymore, but I see the Dallas Stars. Which
that replaces them.
North Stars.
David Stars. David Stars.
Star David. Yeah.
David
the
Stars.
Jewish team, yes.
Yeah.
The San Jose Sharks. That was a newer team, but
that's a newer team.
They're old now, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, not when I was a kid. When I was a kid watching the Rangers, right?
No, that's when I was watching them.
I mean, what teams did they get rid of, too? I don't see the Maple Leafs. Do they still exist? Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple Toronto Maple Leafs, and then there's the Edmonton. What was the Edmonton
Oilers.
team?
Oilers. Yeah, and then there's the Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens.
Okay, Did they get rid of the Canadian teams?
No, the Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see all the Canadian teams real fast here. We got, let's see. Yeah, Montreal Canadiens. All right. Ottawa Senators, Toronto Maple Leafs, right? Somewhere on here, we're going to find the Winnipeg Jets, the Calgary Flames. Yeah, there's plenty of Canadians.
Yeah.
Edmonton Oilers, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was them. Yes.
That was them.
The Seattle Kraken.
The Crackers. Kraken, yes, that's a new one.
I've seen that logo.
That's a new one, that's a new one. Crackers.
Kraken.
The Vancouver Canucks. There's another.
That's a new one.
There's another. That's for Robin there.
That's a Robin's.
That's Robin's team.
That's Robin's team.
I remember him singing the praises of that team.
That's his team.
Yes, he loves them.
Because he likes he's from.
He loves it.
He loves that team because he's from there.
Wish we had a call from him right now.
Yeah, I wish I had a call from him.
Almost half of the teams are Canadian, Aaron.
Well, it makes sense.
They're all Canadians.
They should be.
No, they're all Canadian. They're all Canadian players. Every one of them are Canadian players.
It's a very popular sport.
And a hockey sport is all Canadians. That I can tell you.
That's fine,
Chuck.
Yeah, it's huge in Canada.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody plays it up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I'm told.
Right.
So, yeah, big sport in Canada. Not as much here, but, maybe we'll go see a game one of these days, Uncle. I'm very open to it.
Yeah, I'd like to see
I hear
one.
good things.
I like those. But I love to see when they have fights. Boy, you got to watch it real live. When they have the fight, sticks go up, things go in the walls, people go crazy. I remember that when the New Rangers game, but when it was a little small, I remembered them fighting and chopping and going, and then I have to go in the penalty box. Oh boy, that was some action. That's
memorable.
action. Let me tell you, that's action.
I believe it.
I mean, when you see that, there was a movie out once about a hockey movie.
There's a couple of hockey movies.
And the guy was trying to go down to blow it up was it in Boston? It was in Boston. It was in the Boston team. They were in a game and they were coming down.
Oh, yeah, they have that B. Is it the Bruins?
Bruin.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
Boston team?
Bruin.
The big beat is the Boston Bruins.
Right.
Yeah, I know that
and the guy was coming down. He was exploding the stadium
Really?
Blowing something, and the security guy was... They're trying to get after him. I forget what the name of the movie was called.
But it's hockey. It's in a hockey arena.
It was an hockey arena, and going crazy. It was an action movie. But
sounds good.
I forget what the name was.
What was it? Robert Redford did a hockey movie. A bunch of famous actors have actually done some weird hockey movies and stuff. Okay, so I looked to see, because I'm going, what am I having, a Mandela episode here? Because I'm saying to myself, why is Central East? Those are sensible names for hockey, right?
Yeah.
See, in the 1980s, these were the divisions, Aaron. The Patrick Division, the Adams Division, the Norris Division, and the Smythe Division. Those were your four sets in the 80s, okay? That's what I was talking about when I said, oh, they're named like something weird, like specific names. There it is. Patrick, Adams, and Norris, and Smythe.
Ooh.
Those are the divisions.
Cool divisional names, yeah. I wish they didn't get rid of those. That makes it fun. But hey, times change. Times change. They try to make things make a little more sense for people to be able to follow along. So I guess that's not a bad thing. Yeah. Us common folk who don't know much about hockey can jump in a little easier.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, but Uncle, we gotta remind listeners to press the buttons on all of our channels.
Forgot to push the button, people.
On
That's
YouTube,
all you have to say. To whatever we on.
We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter/X. We're on Instagram at Uncle Podcast. Just go at Uncle Podcast, press the button, and you'll be following us, and you'll have all our content. If we start watching VHS tapes on a Saturday, you'll be right there following along because you will have pressed the button and you're able to follow along with us and you won't be left out in the dark.
Oh.
So that's a good thing. Press the button. It's UncleThePodcast.com is our regular website. Let's just put that out there right now since we're on that. And at Uncle Podcast on all those social media channels. It's a beautiful thing, Uncle. We're making entertainment happen here. We're making people happy. It's beautiful. It's bringing a tear to my eye.
Do we got any audience that we're listening to, Jack?
What's that? You want to know where they're listening from?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get that for you.
Since there's no callers.
Yeah, I'll get it. Just give me a minute here because it takes a minute. I'm looking at the craziness. I just put a link in the chat room, though, about all these like crazy machinations that the NHL went through. And it's only 2018, 2019. They finally, rearranged everything because there was 31 teams by then. But there's all kinds of crazy stories in there. There's one I'm reading about. It's like, oh, well, this team played 6 games and then their arena burnt down.
Oh my gosh.
And you know where it was, right? It was in Pittsburgh.
So Pennsylvania.
There was literally a hockey team called the Pittsburgh Pirates. A hockey team.
Really? Because they already have the Penguins?
Yeah, they had that was
the Penguins.
That was the movie. That was the team. That you reminded me. The movie was about the Penguins.
It was. Okay.
It was the Penguins, and the mascot came out.
Oh.
And he was that.
He was a penguin.
He was a penguin.
Okay, he should be.
And it was a bad one. But they were going in and the little girl. I now remembered it now. The little girl got. He was. The guy that was working there had a little girl, and
the bad penguin did something.
The little bad penguin did something, and got into the machine and.
The ATM.
Knocked the guys out.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah, I just remembered the part of the movie now.
Okay,
that was it was Penguins. It was in Pittsburgh. Was where the
Pittsburgh, not the Bruins,
where the show was.
The Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah. Mario Lemieux
was on a show. It was a show about
the Penguins. It's a show about the Penguins, the bad penguin,
and they were playing a hockey game. I forget who against, but it was in that stadium. You just remembered.
The bad penguin was doing stuff, and they're in a stadium.
Yeah, there was all kinds of other teams that came and went because you got to realize the NHL, a lot of people think it only started a couple of years ago. Yeah. But their official history begins somewhere in, it looks like 1917. So when they started back then, there's a whole lot of crazy stuff that went on where they had these teams coming and going. And, you had an Ottawa Senators back then, Montreal Maroons, New York Americans they had at one point. Yeah, Pittsburgh Pirates. And it turns out the Montreal Wanderers were the ones that played 6 games in 1917 and 18 before withdrawing after their rink burnt down. That's what it is. Okay. And, and then they actually had a Canada conference at one point. That was different. Yeah, it's kinds of crazy stuff. They shuffled these teams around all over the place. And teams came and went. The Cleveland Barons, the Colorado Rockies were.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's their baseball team now.
Yeah, no, it is a baseball team.
But from 70s,
that's a new one. Rockies are in baseball
expansion
team.
The 90s.
At the 90s.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was in 92. I remember that's when the Marlins came.
Marlins.
The Sorry Marlins came up. Marlins came up. Yeah.
But 1976 to 1982, Colorado Rockies were a hockey team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nordiques, there's a team that's not around anymore. Tampa Bay Lightning started in 1992. Ottawa Senators started in 1992, says. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these on here. The different things, crazy stuff that happened, teams that came and went. It's wild to look at it.
Exciting NHL history, Uncle. Read up on it. The link is at the oldchelly.com chat room right now.
Put it in there.
Oh, it's in there.
I'm looking at your international people, and to tell you the truth, it's a little light tonight, Uncle.
I figured so.
Yeah, all you got is Australia and Mexico outside of the U.S.
Oh, my gosh. What is going on?
People...
Everybody watching the Dolphins? They're not doing that now, then. I don't know what they're doing. They don't have an excuse anymore.
We're talking hockey, and there's no Canadians on here. What's going on?
Yeah, that's surprising. You know what's surprising? We're talking this, and I'm surprised you haven't jumped on. Because I heard you listening to this. I hear you listening to that. That's how I get my customer.
It's because they didn't press the button. They don't know that we're on. If they would have pressed the button, they'd be following the live stream right now on YouTube.
Push the button then, people.
Do it.
Hey, we get those monkey suit twister shirts out there. We'll get some street cream. It'll be all right. See? That's
really. That's all we need. All right. Uncle, let's wrap up the show. Do you want to do any shout-outs between us? Do you want to shout anybody out?
Shout out to whoever's listening, and sorry for you all shout-out callers. I'm going to shout out to all your callers that didn't have a good conversation for tonight. That's a shout-out for you guys now. That's it for me.
Yeah. Uncle brings up a good point. You call in, you get to do a shout-out, too. So hey,
no shout-outs for you guys.
You lost, eh?
You lost out.
Yeah. Shout-out to VHS cassettes and everybody who donates them to the thrift store or sells them at garage sales. I thank you for your contribution to VHS Watch Party with Uncle. We couldn't make the show without you. This
would be a idea, Aaron. Really fast, just a crazy. You know those lending libraries you see in parks and stuff where people
put books,
and they put books in there. Mm-hmm. I wonder what would happen if people started putting VHS tapes in there.
Somebody might come along and throw them in the
Why not? What's so funny about it?
I don't know. Somebody might watch it. We could get the. I feel like there is a faint possibility of people like getting into like retro VCRs and doing that. I know that cassette tapes had a resurgence a couple of years ago, so
they still sell them. Look, you can still see them at like the Goodwill store and stuff. You'll still see stacks of VHS tapes.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting them from.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, and I know that occasionally working VCRs come in and out of those places. I've seen them.
Mm-hmm. True. True.
You know, people use them. And look, if I found, a VCR and I found 30, 40 tapes and somebody goes, yeah, take $20, take it. I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's entertainment. Like you can spend that many hours just watching those things. Just hook it up to a TV, you're good.
Some stuff that was available on VHS is not available on DVD, despite the fact that I think so.
True.
For instance, if you wanted the original cut of Star Wars, you can't on on the DVD no more. It's all the touch, retrofitted, changed up versions. You know that?
Oh.
Yes, I know that well, Chuck. I saw a copy of that actually at the thrift store the other day. I could have bought
did?
it. It was one of them. It wasn't the full trilogy. It was Empire Strikes Back or something.
Should have gotten something that we can listen to. But
talk about copyright infringement. We'll definitely get in trouble for that.
Oh, we would?
Yeah.
The letterbox version of that, by the way, the letterbox one that came in the either the gold or the silver packaging for Star Wars, one of those contains the actual original cut of the movie that, like, even the people that made the movies claim they don't have a copy of anymore.
Oh, wow.
Like, Disney doesn't even allegedly have a copy of this in their vault.
Wow.
Okay? And there's some around on VHS tapes. All kinds of weird treasures like that. Just saying.
Exactly. All right. So, long story short, press the button, join us on our VHS Watch Party, and we'll get a tape party, VHS enthusiast club going. How about that?
Is that on Instagram? Like, where do you watch that? Instagram, Twitter, everything? What?
Yeah. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all the live stream channels where you get to live stream videos. You can watch it.
So the VHS Watch Party's on all the live stream channels for Uncle, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that's been fun. I want to keep that up. I like that one. So.
You should listen to it there, Chuck. Watch it.
It's up on YouTube now. All right, Uncle, that's the end of the show. Bring us home here.
There's our show. What number?
313.
313 show for tonight. Bye-bye.